Hey everybody, it is Elsid 932 on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. We are here to recap what we watched live together on Friday. Ready to Love Detroit, the finale. Folks are picking, folks are choosing themselves, folks are choosing other folks. I mean, we are here to cover it all, to talk about what we missed when we were kikiing too much when we were watching it live. Because I know I missed a few things, okay? I know I missed a few things. So if I did, I know you did too. And we will have our favorite segment. You better ask El Cid. Okay. Hey Sam, good to see you. Good to have you here. Hey, let's talk. Let's talk about it all. Okay. I was confused. You and let's talk about it all because y'all are like, the twins, like Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Hey Toya C, good to see you. Good to have you here. We are here to talk about it all, okay? Um Also tonight I have another live right after this. They have released the Love is Blind season 10 Ohio singles. We going to kiki and talk about it, okay? We going to kiki and talk about it. That'll be 7:30 EST, okay? So I said while the fire is hot, while the live is hot and while we still got power in Atlanta, let me hit the live. Hey, to go to Africa. Good to see you. Good to have you here. We are here to talk about Ready to Love, the finale, episode 12. They brought us together for some brunch, for some food. And then some people were feeding us a load of crap, and some people were feeding us just right. Okay. Some people we knew it was on the menu already. Ashante. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to say that. So we get to the final brunch. Please make sure, I'm sorry. Please make sure to hit that that like button, please. We are live. Please make sure you hit that like button to show your appreciation for the channel. Okay. Hey, Quay, you slipping in? Oh, you have a migraine, but you're listening. I hope you're listening in the dark. Okay. Don't be listening to no footsteps in the dark. Listen to us in the dark. Okay. So we're at the final brunch, and thank you, Ashley, for letting us know the entire menu. We saw the salmon, we saw the half of sandwiches, we saw all the good food. Ashley told us the whole rundown. Okay, she told us the whole rundown of the menu. But Darius also tell Ashley to watch your toes. Is that don't step on my Converse? Watch your toes. Good, good, good. Is it, I know she couldn't have been in toes out. I mean, it was a little bit cold in Detroit at the time. But Ashley, if you want to let us know, were you at the brunch with your toes out, or was Darius trying to make sure you don't step on his Converse? Y'all, I'm not saying he's wearing Converse. I'm just saying, the line, don't step on my Converse. Okay. Now Ashante does hug Darius on her way in, but I peeped that your whole face, Ashante, was turned away from Darius on that hug. I don't know if production caught you in a wrong way, but your whole head was turned when you were hugging Darius on the walk in. Whole head. That's one of them church hugs when I'm hugging someone I don't really want to hug. It's like, okay, I gotta hug you. Okay. Hey, Ja Tony, good to see you. Good to have you here. Hey, Absans, great to see. Folks are doing well. Yes, yes. Okay, and I hope y'all caught that member live last night. It was I did not behave demure or mindful. This time I will admit it. Okay. Okay. But we had a birthday in the house. Okay. Hey Rana, good to see you. Yes, safety, warmth, and joy to all. Yes. So Ashley is talking to us about, while she's in the brunch, she's talking in her confession about the men could get cold feet. Does she have a boyfriend or not? Now, that was one thing I wanted to ask. Are we too old or grown for boyfriends at that particular age? Is it boyfriend, girlfriend? Are we still doing that, or is that middle school? Or is it, as Doms is saying, we go together? Is it still boyfriend, girlfriend? Or is it we go together? I just don't understand the lingo now. Y'all got to tell me, okay? Now, if y'all notice, Bello is in a shiny jacket, okay? And once I saw Dom and I saw Bello, I said, Dom is dressing Bello again. Dom is dressing Bello again. They are both in sparkly outfits. Again, I'm going to need Dom to step to the front of the class and say she is not dressing Bello, because Bello's whole dress code has changed. You know how the song is, my whole life has changed since you came in. I knew back then you were that special one. This is special clothing. Hey, Delphina Zoo, good to see you. This is some special clothing. I said, Dom is dressing Bello again. And then Bello has the nerve to ask Dom, are we matching? Dude, she dressed you. She dressed you. That's just my guess. Okay, y'all? That's a guess. She dressed you. What do you mean we matching again? Y'all know you're matching? Y'all came to be matching. Y'all know it. Why we acting like, oh, are we matching? No. Okay. She sent something. Hey, wear this. It will complement each other. Ashante talks about her connections and says, with Bello, something can grow, but his focus is on Dom. Okay, so why are we here? Why are we here? With Dara, she says, she's only getting attention because of his issues with Ashley. Don't be his option, Ashante. Don't just be an option to this man. That's what, yes, I know she's a stylist. But Bello is not a celebrity. She is a celebrity stylist, and Bello is no celebrity. So I hope she just not style him for free. Hey, Seaway, it's Seaway's World Esquire. Hey, glad to have you here. Y'all make sure y'all check out Seaway's World. It's Seaway's World Esquire. Check out her channel. She's doing lots of good things, and she just got a fresh new podcast out. Okay, if you're into sports, lady sports, and you know she's also Coach Seaway. I'm sorry, Seaway. I'm telling all your business. I'm telling all your business on these social media streets. So Tommy comes in and says he's proud that these people have made it to the final hurdle. Now it's time to meet the family, the ladies' family. Tommy, I needed you to do a whole lot more than just tell us what we're going to do next. Okay? I need you to do a whole lot more than tell us what we're going to do next. Bello said letting go of Lauren was hard, and now he has to make a final decision. Give me a freaking break, Bello. You done made your final decision when you decided to stay overnight with Dom at the retreat. Stop. Oh my gosh, it's going to be, now it's a final decision. I don't know what to do. Please. Come on now. Oh, bye way. Yes, it's Seaway's World. Hey, Chicago girl, listening from the car. You'll have to pull over, girl. You better pull over. I was like, sell me something else, Bello. Don't sell me the fact like, oh my gosh, letting go of Lauren was so hard, and now I have to make a decision. Dude, and we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that later. If you were trying to build suspense, hey, Jaguar, if you were trying to build suspense, Bello, you weren't doing it. I'm sorry. You weren't doing it. It didn't fly, at least with me. I don't know if anybody else would like to comment and think that they believed him. You know, certainly do that. Okay. Certainly do that. Now, Ashante says she ain't got siblings like everyone, so they're going to be meeting her parents. So I was like, ooh, okay, we're meeting the parents. We're no siblings. So was that a little dig? Agree, the host is not doing a good job. Yeah, Tommy was lackluster this year. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to be in Detroit too long. I don't know. That's just a guess. Okay. When he asked Vince said he's not ready. I agree, Vince. You're not ready. You are not ready to meet the family. But at least you're honest. Okay. At least you are honest that you ain't ready. Donna says she is proud to be at the end of the process, and they got to choose each other or not. Is this it? That is all we have. That's it. That's all we have. We got to choose each other or not. Right. That's why you hear long pause. Welcome into being an L citizen, Seaway, and we love to say thank you around here. Now, because Seaway is a special friend of mine, and I know y'all like it, because Seaway is a very special friend, we'll give her the high roller thank you dance. Okay, we'll give her the high roller thank you dance. Yes, thank you for becoming an L citizen. Hey, Saps, good to see you. Good to have you here. Yes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button, okay? I know every time y'all get a good giggle out of Chewbacca doing a little twerking, okay? I know y'all do. So, at least as I said, Vince, we agree that you're not ready. You're not ready to meet the family, okay? Okay. And Donna says she's proud to be at the end, of course. And Dom says, Dom asked the question, if you had to do it all over again, would you do it? Dom asked the question. So Dom set off a kaleidoscope of foolishness. Dom set up a kaleidoscope of foolishness. I don't think she even knew she was going to set it off. It was a simple question. The producer say, "Hey, read this." Okay. Oh, Jaguar says the producers need to get a hold of the cast, so they don't be spilling tea all over this internet. Okay. Okay. See, well, we have some member lives where last night I was not demure and mindful. I'll admit to last night, but the previous nights, that's all the members. Okay. That's them. I'm not claiming that. So Darius said, I wouldn't do it all over again. Ashante said, nope. The big old P, nope. She is not doing it all over again. So Vince, of course, why? Why? Sometimes why is not what we want to hear at this time. Don't be questioning me. I made a decision. Don't be questioning my decisions. But again, I'm thinking, but this part I think is Vince, but sometimes it could be producers pushing. Darius said it was hard to juggle 10 people. Darius, okay, I'm gonna have to bring the player level I thought you were at. I'm gonna have to bring it down. I'm gonna have to bring it down a notch because I thought, Darius, that juggling these 10 people was gonna be a piece of cake for you. All in my guessing, okay, all in my guessing. You are one of the mature men. I thought juggling the 10 people, everybody know you're dating them. I thought it'd be fine, okay, but I'm gonna have to bring your player level down a little bit, just a little bit. But Vince tells him you didn't have to juggle all 10. Vince, we didn't ask you to edit his response. But Darius says, it was a beautiful experience. Vince puts it that you wouldn't do again, huh? The room is laughing with Vince. And I think that is what set kind of the way it was edited, the whole scene, the way it was edited, it's kind of looking like, hey, I don't like y'all laughing at me, is what Darius kind of like, hey, I said what I said. This is what I'm thinking. Okay. But Dom, when Vince said he don't get it, if you listen to that scene and you put on the closed captions, Dominique also says, yeah, he don't get it. So it's not just Vince. Y'all, I ain't putting on no cape for Vince, but I'm saying, listen to the entirety of that scene. You hear Dom too say he don't get it. Okay, you hear that he don't get it. Vince been his usual petty self. He admitted on a live chat that he was tripping. Yeah, of course he tripping. But that's what the producers want. They want tripping. Production doesn't seem to run a tight ship on the RTL process this year. Let's hope production value editing continues to improve. Let's hope so. Vince doing too much. Taya, he doing too much. In fact, a lot of previous contestants have expressed how difficult the process of talking to so many people is tough. Yes, it is. And then to have to film, and then you can't talk to them outside of the process is hard. Hey, LNV, good to see you. Good to have you here. So Darius is like, when you've made it to that destination, you don't want to go back. Now, Darius, you sounded like, my granddaddy. He always say, don't go back. You made it here. Look and see how far you've come, but don't go back. Okay? That's what I was like, I understand, Darius. This is what you're trying to say, but that ain't what being received. Vince is like, I thought the question was, if given a chance, would you do it again? Okay? And would you do it the same way again? Darius is like, I said what I said. You don't need to dissect it. Okay? You don't need to do that. She'll shut the boop up. I was like, ooh, no. What the heck is going on here? And the ladies had my look like, ooh, wow. But y'all notice something in that scene? Something we've seen before? I need Ashante and Donna to step to the front of the class because I have seen before or just Donna. I've seen before a situation where things are going on around these two ladies and they're like, could you pass the drink? Could you pass the drinks, please? I need a refill. Hey, do y'all remember Vince's ex, the date? Now, whether that was really Vince's ex or not, I ain't going to dissect that. But remember that part? And remember when there was a debate between Vince and his ex? Donna gave the little wink of, hey, pass the drink. Could I refill my glass? While y'all are debating over there, I'm going to make sure my glass is full. I'm going to make sure my glass is full. I was watching the whole scene. I said, they were like, oop, oh, they fighting. Let's fill our drinks up. Let's fill our drinks up. Vince and his brother have an interesting channel. Yes, they do have an interesting channel if that is the stuff you wish to hear. Production shouldn't require everyone to date everyone. It's not authentic and it's not easy. No, it's not. Vince agitated Darius, though. If Darius was the man he think he is, he should have owned his crap. Could have. Ashley said Darius was protecting her when he clashed with Vince. Darius wasn't protecting Ashley. I'm sorry. I know we gonna get there. Vince said we were instructed not to talk between the lounges, okay? But most of the people, y'all didn't follow that directive. I said, dang. Vince, did you follow that directive while you trying to hold everybody accountable, Vince? Did you follow that? Was there no tea you spilled? I'm just asking, because if you're going to be talking about tea other people spilling, I'm hoping you kept mum, okay? Mum. So he said, what did you hear about yourself that's surprising? So not only are you saying y'all didn't follow the directive, I want y'all to continue not following the directive and talk here about the stuff you heard from the other lounge. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Now you're telling, you want people to what is it? Disclose that they have heard, they have, other people have been telling them what's happening in the lounge. I'm sorry. Why is Vince asking this question? This seemed to be a Tommy question. Tommy should be the one asking this. Tommy should have been checking Bello at the last men's lounge when Bello said with his chest, oh, Lauren was assassinating my character at the women's lounge. Tommy should have checked him. Tommy should have checked him and said, hey, y'all talk. Why are you bringing up women's lounge business in the men's lounge? Hey, Ashante. She said, we all got cussed out by production for all talking too much. And the all is in all capital. So, I ain't gonna bring up the phrase, but I'm sorry, Seaway. Something in the buttermilk, in the water, in the butter, something ain't clean. So Vince wants y'all to, self-report. That's basically what it is. Production wants you all to come out here to say, yeah, I heard stuff. And then they're going to figure out who told you. Why are we doing that? Why are we even asking that question? But Ashley came up. Ashley's like, hey. I'd rather be a foodie call than a boutique call. Okay. If you don't know what a food call is, okay, it's a lady that you will call to go out to have some food. Okay. Hey, what you doing? You hungry? That's the foodie call. Okay. That's the foodie text. Hey, what you doing? You hungry? You got to go with, you have to say, are you hungry? Do you want to eat? Or else it can be misconstrued. The what you're doing could be misconstrued as being the boutique call. So I'm just trying to make sure you all have the etiquette together. If you're calling your foodie call and your foodie call understands they are the foodie call and not the boutique call. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure y'all don't get tripped up. Okay. Calling the wrong person and they get the wrong message. Okay. Make sure what you doing. You hungry? What you doing? Eat ? That's what you got to do with your foodie call. Okay. Now, if you are a foodie call and, there are other ways to message you, let us know in the comments. Okay. Let us know. We see a flashback after she says that with Carday saying in the men's lounge that, Ashley is his foodie call. Food, Foodie, foodie call. Okay. Now, Ashley says she likes the term. We don't need to dissect that. Ashley was like, okay, I said it. Vince, we don't need to dissect it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Let it go. We're not dissecting that. Ellen said, food is my love language. I need to start going by that. Okay, Ellen. Okay. Now, Vince says, he understands why the directive was given, though you didn't follow it. If we are to believe Ashante. He understands why the directive was given. It was supposed to be a safe space. Okay, Vince. Okay, it was a safe space at the time, okay? But y'all know that the whole lounge is going to be shown on TV. I'm sorry, Vince, but yes, it's a safe space, but you don't know these folks. You don't know none of these people that you've been introduced to. You don't know any of them. Yes, it's supposed to be a safe space, but the minute you hear people keeping the lounge business in the lounge, and again, I'm not going to believe this whole what happens in the lounge stays in the lounge. Tommy did not check Bello when he brought up women's lounge business in the men's lounge. We're not. So all this, the next season, when y'all say, Tommy say, oh, what happens in the lounge? I ain't going to be listening. And no other cast's going to be listening because there's no repercussions. Tommy ain't checking nobody. Tommy is the host. Tommy is the host. And if he didn't check, because Bella's like, Lauren tried to assassinate my character in the women's lounge. You have the nerve in the men's lounge to bring up women's lounge business? And you didn't get checked? Yeah, lounge business is everybody business. Lounge business is everybody business. Okay. Hey, Lauren, good to see you. Good to have you here. Yeah, we will have you Better Ask Gail segment a little bit later with both musicals. Okay. So we have a second You Better Ask Gail said musical. Okay. Hey, Hussein. Y'all, Hussein is from the Philadelphia season, the one that had the hiatus, but we ain't going to bring that up. Okay. We ain't going to bring that up. Right. No repercussions. No repercussions. Oh, but hey, the men were chatty patties. The men were chatty patties. And I don't know if they are chatty patties in their regular life or is it in this experience. But I ain't trying to figure it out. Okay. I ain't trying to figure out. But Vince thinks while Darius is trying to change the subject, okay, let's go to Bello's story. Let's go to Bello's story. Vince is like, that seemed to rile up Darius because he's the one that was probably telling Ashley about the comment. And why, this is why he was so, aggressively saying, move it along. Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Yes, let's go. Yeah, they're gossip girls. Okay. Let's not go there saying, making the assumption that he, hit dog is hollering or is barking, whatever the statement is. Let's not go there. You're making an assumption. And since we know all the men's is talking, you don't know how Ashley found out. Who's to say Carter didn't go to Ashley and say, listen, girl, I called you a foodie call tonight. You want to hear this? This is funny. I said, you my foodie call girl. You have no idea who told her. You have no idea. Darius is, and Ashley is like, oh, Darius is sticking up for me. So Ashley, the only way, you thinking about that is that's the only time I thought, well, maybe Darius did tell her. But Cardi could have told her. Okay? Cardi could have told her. But Darius is like, you have said this 4 times already. Stop talking. He's telling Vince, stop talking. And Vince is like, you can't move on talking if I'm talking. And y'all are giving production exactly what they want, a little scuffle. Now, the only thing I like about this little scuffle is not the ladies. It is not the ladies carrying on like this. Okay? We're usually getting a moment with the ladies carrying on like this. We're usually getting that kind of moment. Hey, Miss Mad About Music. Thank you, Ja Tony, for telling everybody, hit that like, y'all. Hit that like one good time. Okay? Not I never behave. Why are you telling these people these untruths? It's not a total lie. I can't say it's a lie. So now, notice again, y'all. Again, I told y'all while this is going on, Ashante and Donna making sure they're refilling their glass. Ashanti already mentioned that earlier. They, again, just like the debate time, Donna making sure her glasses refill. Y'all debate over there. Y'all embarrass yourselves over there. I'm gonna make sure that my glass is full, and I'm with those ladies. Okay, it's like, oh, they arguing over there. Could you pass me that mimosa, please? Thank you. Okay, thank you. The food ain't gonna waste. Y'all carry on over there. I'm gonna be over here eating and drinking. Vince trying to finish. Darius is saying, get it with your chest. And I'm like, Darius, in this instance, thou doth protest too much. Just a little too much. Just a little too much. You know, you were squirming a little bit. You weren't in your fur, but you were sweating a little bit. And I'm like, Vince, let it go. It seems to me that production told you to kind of like ask that question, but you pushing it is pushing it a little bit further. Okay? Pushing it a little further. Hey, actually, Aubrey podcast, good to see you. Good to have you. Yeah, might as well have a refreshing beverage. Might as well have a refreshing beverage. Here's Ashanti. Be assuming the camera going focus on the drama while we take a sip and a bite. Don't ever think that you are not on camera at all times. Right, I'm gonna need a full glass. Oh, for this Friday's episode, y'all, we watched the episode live together on Friday. I open up the live at 7:45. We will be having our snacks and our glasses full while we watch it live together, because it will be a lot. We're expecting a lot, y'all. Okay, Detroit, we're expecting a lot. Okay. So Ashanti says, I hope this don't go to blows because they ain't got security. I said, wait a minute. We ain't got security. We no security anywhere. With all this equipment out here, I'm not saying Detroit. I'm just saying anywhere. Okay. I'm not saying Detroit. I'm just saying anywhere you have production, you should have security at least on the equipment. I ain't never heard anywhere you ain't have security for the equipment. Okay. Right. They better not let us down. You better not let us down. Or you can come watch. It's on. It's on. Aubrey, you think Detroit will bring it? Well, if they don't bring it, we gonna be mad. Yes, no security. No security. Not Hussein saying, I love Detroit. Thank y'all for helping me get over my PTSD from Philly. Well, we also have PTSD from Philly, Hussein. Okay. We also have it because of that hiatus. That hiatus did not do y'all well. Okay. But yes, we are waiting on Detroit to bring it, but y'all saying ain't no security. No one in production should have let that line come out. Because anywhere that y'all have production and anybody knows Ready to Love, they're like, homie, they ain't got no security around here. I'm sorry, y'all should have never let that come out. Not Delphine said my money's on Vince. Darius is selling wolf tickets. Daggone it, girl. We are not encouraging any kind of betting. We ain't got no underdogs. I will say the women for the reunion look fine, and some of the men look like they have not been groomed. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I'm sorry. Some of the men don't look like they went to the barbershop and got groomed for, that's the one thing I'm going to say about Philly. Everybody came dressed up. And Detroit, the ladies are looking phenomenal. Okay? The ladies have been plucked and tucked. Yet some of the men don't look like they went to the barbershop. But I'm going to leave that there. That's for the reunion on Friday. That's for us to talk about on Friday. I'm sorry, Lauren. Your ladies came decked out. And I'm sorry. There was at least 2 men that lackluster for me. Okay? The grooming skills were not there. Okay? Okay. Maybe we need some manscaping sponsors, but hey, whatever. We'll talk about that. Yes, they came plucked. The ladies look plucked and tucked. I'm sorry. I'm your fashionless friend, but I can appreciate the ladies. They were put together. Okay. So Darius is also, here's a few things Darius said. Darius said, I heard what you said about me. I heard what you said about me giving out all these flowers. And a lot of slick stuff coming out your mouth. Said, ooh, wow. More talk about what's happening in the men's lounge. And Bella's trying to quell it. But Darius also said that 3 women came to him and said Vince was jealous of him. I need those ladies to step to the front of the class. I need the 3 ladies that told Darius that Vince is jealous of him to stand at the front of the class and say, yes, I told him that. Because I'm not sure that was said. Okay? Old boy from Philly get his braids done. That's Jay from Philly. Okay? Jay from Philly. What? Men may have been. What? Girl, there's no reason for you to be coming on camera at a reunion for any show and you ain't also plucked and tucked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to say it wasn't me. Ain't nobody jealous. Not Delphine, we are not doing 2 shops to their throat. We're not doing that. But Darius is lying about the 3 ladies. Hey, we don't know. Darius needs to step forth and give us names. If you're going to say something like that, give us names and let the ladies counter. As a matter of fact, production, this is what you need to be showing us at the reunion as a clip. The ladies whispering to Darius, if it did in fact happen. Okay? So Darius is thinking that Vince is intimidated. Okay? You know, that gorilla coat, you know, that gorilla. The gorilla he was wearing got Vince intimidated. Now, Bello did bring the strength down in the root. You know, holla at David. Hey, David, from previous seasons. Brought the strength down in the room and said the purpose is to find love, not gossip. So let's lighten the conversation. Okay, Bello, you was gossiping in the men's lounge about women's lounge business. So you was gossiping. You was having pillow talk. But you know what? You bring the strength down in the room. Okay? And he said the men have been respectful of each other until now. I put in the until now. But the men have been respectful. Apparently, they have been respectful of each other. Okay, we're gonna go with that line, Bella, because it stopped the whole argument. We gonna let that one slide. I ain't gonna let it slide. Okay. What? Finn's hand was shaking, but he ain't backing down. Thank God Bella stepped in. Whoo, I was scared. I wasn't scared. Okay. I wasn't scared because here's why. In all that foolishness, Darius is not going to you know, hurt his designs by trying to be on camera having a scuffle. I think Darius will, okay, but he is well dressed because, you know, he's also a fashion designer. He is not letting one of his designs get hemmed up on camera, okay? He is not. Hey, Felicia H., good to see you. Hey, Motown Investor, yes, you caught alive. Yes, I heard some tea on Bello. And it is tea. I don't know what the flavor of the tea is. So you can put it in the comments if you want to. I ain't saying it out loud. Okay. 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 What about the ladies respecting each other? Well, the whole B gate, everybody knew, but Lauren. Okay. So do the ladies respect each other in the women's lounge? Vince doesn't strike me as a fighter, but Darius definitely not messing up the fit. He is not messing up the fit, not his design. He is not. That's why I knew Bello, you know, could bring the strength down. I'm sorry. The scuffle was going as far as it did. Verbally. I ain't saying it out loud, but somebody put some tea in the comment section. Okay. Okay. They may be getting some never before seen footage. Dominique being rude to Lauren on several occasions. Okay. Y'all are seeing the tea. Y'all are seeing the tea. Okay. So Ashley thinks Darius was protective of her, and Vince has been fishing this whole journey to say who said what to who, just snitching. I said, ooh, Ashley, is that snitching? Is that snitching? And she likes that Darius just checked him. She likes it. How, Sway? How is he protective of the fact that there are no talking rules? He violated the no talking rules. He ain't protective of you, Ashley. He protective of him. Okay? He protective of him being called out. But you want to see it that way? That's okay. That's okay. So let's go to meeting the parents. I know y'all talking in the comments about tea on Bello. Y'all could talk. I ain't said nothing. Okay. Dom and her parents. Her parents have been married for about 48 years. Okay. I would call that a little bit of wise counsel. Okay, they've been married. So she tells them that Bello is Muslim before he walks in. And Dominique's dad is a Christian pastor. Okay. He is not just Christian, he's a Christian pastor. Okay. Not just sometimes on Sundays, every Sunday and every day after that. Every day ending in Y, he is a pastor. Okay. And it's not his preference to deal with someone, for her to deal with someone who is not Christian, to just date someone and be in a relationship with someone who does not hold the same religious values. Bella walks in wearing green, matching Dominique again. She dressed him again. That's just my thought, okay? She dressed him again. She wearing a little green. He wearing the green leather. Matching again. Bella tells him he's from Toronto. He's a real estate developer. But Bella is looking down at the table and not looking her dad in the eye. I'm watching the whole thing and rewatching it. I'm like, Bella, when you were talking about this, you're looking down at the table. And that tells an older soul like Dom's dad, salt of the earth type of dude, you're not looking me in the eye and telling me, I can't truly believe you have any kind of conviction as far as this is concerned. Okay. I don't believe what you're telling me. Yes, that is a sign, a sign men look for. Okay. It is a sign because Bella's dad, you realize he stood up from the table, shook his hand, looked him in the eye. Okay. You're trying to date my daughter. You're trying to be with my daughter. But Bella's looking down at the table, not at the dad. Bella's more looking at the mom. And I'm like, he not even noticing the little comments. Mom a little shady though. And I like it. It's a good kind of shady that I liked. Okay. So Bella said he always wanted to be married. That's when he looked the mama in her eye. He's very traditional. Again, Cardier's gonna come up here. I'm using Cardier's words, houseway. How are you a very traditional Muslim man, but you are telling these ladies you are dating on this show, you don't want them to change? How is a very traditional Muslim man looking to get married want a woman who is not a traditional woman as well? Houseway, how? It's just not adding up. It's just not adding up on this edited, produced show that Owen is giving us. It's not adding up. So dad says he has some problems with this. I said, ooh, mama sip her drink. Mama sipping her drink like, I ain't got nothing to say. I was nice. Now here come daddy got some questions for you. So Bella tells that religion is a guideline into how you live your life. And mom is like, oh, we all still trying to learn. We all still trying to learn. To me, y'all, mama was probably not doing a dig, but that was me. That was me thinking, ooh, mama saying you got a lot to learn still, Bello. That was mama saying you still got a lot to learn, Bello. Okay. Bella said he does embrace his religion. And I'm like, then how could your woman not embrace your religion? And don't forget his dad is an imam. So his dad is a pastor equivalent as well. Yes, mama was throwing shade. Loved it. I love that kind of shade mama was doing. Okay. So mom does when everything is said and done, mom said, I'll be praying for you. That's another little bit of shade in my head. My head. It's a little bit of shade. Bello leaves. Dad said this religion thing is a big stumbling block. Dominique said, yes, dad has valid reasons, but she's a grown A woman and it's her decision. And mom said, you got to make a decision because you got to live with this. You got to live with this, not us. You got to live with it. I just hope mama said only one person got it right, implying it was Jesus. Right. Right. That was the religious shade mama was giving that I loved. All I got to say is I love the mamas. Okay. I love the mamas. This episode, the mamas had me rolling. Okay. Mama said, I'm going to be praying for you. Okay. Because you need the prayers you could have. Now, here's the thing. Dom, you done told us that your parents done met Bello and they really like him before this meeting. Before this meeting. I just hope, Dom, that you ain't got another cover-up tattoo by the time we reach the reunion for Vince to see past the cover-up. I'm just saying. I'm hoping that you did not go and get Bello tattooed and now all of a sudden Vince at the reunion say, oh, I see a third name. Okay, let's hope that didn't get that far. Now we see Ashley. Now Ashley brought her brother. I like Ashley's brother. Okay, Ashley's brother too had shade that I really like. Okay, brother said, "I don't play about you, so we gonna see what he coming with." I said, "Yes, yes, yes, we're here for it." But they do say the age difference is an issue. Age difference is an issue. Say Vince wasn't wrong about the tats neither. He wasn't. He wasn't wrong. But to bring it up, to bring it up in mixed company. So Darius walks in and the brother is not feeling him already. At least that's what it looked like. Cause you see the brother's looking down his nose at Darius. Like, okay, what you coming with? We did not see him get up to greet Darius, but it could have happened. This is an edited, produced show. Okay, Darius felt Ashley was looking so luscious, and he could take a bite out of her. Okay, them apple bottom jeans. Okay. Not Tyrus Rose said she showed them in mixed company. So why Vince can't say it out loud in mixed company? Girl, that don't mean we're gonna get there. We ain't there yet. We ain't there yet, Delphine. You're running ahead. You're running ahead. So Darius says he loves her heart, her spirit. And the brother said, well, what's the red flag? Darius goes on and on and on and on about communication. Communication. Ashley tells us in a confessional, I've been really clear this whole time. So we're going to nip this in the butt right now. You got a communication problem. I've been clear. Just like she been clear when she clearly told other people that she was interested and they weren't. Just like she was clear when she told other people she wanted 2 to 3 kids. She been clear. Okay? I've been hearing Ashley quite clear. I don't know what Darius hearing. Darius said the worst part of the date was Ashley eating his brisket. I said, wow. Y'all put in the comments, are you willing to share with your person? Put an S if you're willing to share. Yes, calling him young man was sunning him a little bit, Toya C. Okay? It was sunning him. It was definitely sunning him, at least in my estimation. Anybody remember Ashley's intro saying she couldn't date if he didn't have dollars? Yep. You need money to date her. Okay? Money to date her is what Ashley said on her intro. First time we heard her. But you need to have brisket too. You need to have the food. You need to have the food too. Okay? The food too. Yeah. It's the way you say young man. Because, and here's the thing, I'm not discounting if Darius said it in a particular way because the brother was coming with some heat. Okay, it's more like yo young man, yo youngin. Okay, it was like that, but the brother came with some heat. Toya C is like, I don't share. I share if you ask. I need politeness. Now this was a challenge early on in my dating with Mr. El Cid. He liked to just reach. He liked to just reach. Don't ask like, hey, let me get some of that. No, just reach. And what we doing? What we doing? Even a drink, like when I used to drink back in the day when I used to drink ice drinks and you would, have the mixture, the icy type of drinks, and you do the mixtures. I'll make a mixture. And all of a sudden he just reaching for my cup and he has his own what are we doing? And you did not ask, but we are one. I'm like, we are not one. Okay. We are 2 separate human beings that were born to separate human beings. We are not one. Where food is concerned, we have dueled with utensils, y'all. Okay. He has reached the fork across the table. It's like, shing, shing. Nope. You need to ask. Please. But again, he has the old school mentality of what's mine is yours as well. You could reach over. No. Well, that's what we're not going to do. That's what we're not going to do. Hey, Jaguar, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Now let's get the thank you. Yes, let the birds say thank you. Let them jiggle, jiggle. Yes. Thank you for becoming a member. I'm demure mindful in most membership videos. Just remember that, okay? We have messy member Mondays every Monday at 8 p.m. Yes, please ask first. Don't dig into my plate. Please ask me. I will give, but I need at least the courtesy of asking. Okay. And also, if I'm going to like heat up food or whatever, tell me you want to eat too. Don't, if I ask you and you said, no, I'm not hungry, and then I heat up or I cook and I just cook just a little bit, and they're like, oh, that look good. I want some. That's what we not going to do. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But Darius goes on and on about the communication, okay? And he talks about the brisket. And now he got to take her back if they make it past the experience. When Darius leaves, the brother says, yeah, he kept droning on and on about communication, and he tiptoeing around other things. Tiptoeing around. And Ashley agrees that Darius talks in circles and riddles. Okay. Now, Donna brought the battalion. Donna brought her brother and her cousin. And I have to say, my cousin is exactly like Donna's cousin. I was like, daggone it. Daggone it. My cousin is exactly like Donna's cousin with the wooden beaded necklace and all. I said, daggone it. I think I understand a little bit more now too. She said love is on her vision board, okay? Her vision board. And her being 38, still wanting children, okay? It's on the vision board. The cousin said marriage and parenthood are two different things. You better tell her, cousin. You better tell her. They're two different things. Vince is walking up, but he's standing at the back. He listening in his signature sweater cardigan look, okay? Vince is back to the sweater look. We got the tie a few weeks. Now he back to the sweater look, okay? Vince, you need to tell us if any of those sweaters were any that you actually knitted yourself. You need to let us know. Now, the timeline discussion is one of his biggest concerns, and they talk about that. Vince talks about basketball and how when he's playing, he's in the zone. And, you know, you may think he may never talk to that person again, but it's all love. So the debating goes from the basketball court into real life. Sometimes everything ain't a basketball court battle. The brother says, well, how you behave on the court says a lot about you. And he's right. How you behave in your recreation tells a lot about how you go about life, especially competition. So Vince wants to talk about her timeline. Bro said there's a lot of things at play, but you got to have flexibility. Now, Vince is thinking the brother's on his side about flexibility, but the brother also talking to you, Vince. You got to have some flexibility. But how can we be flexible when we don't have a plan? I mean, we got to be flexible. We got to have something to flex in order to be flexible. Vince right now ain't got no timeline. Let's just be organic. Let's just go with the flow. Just organic. Okay. The cousin said time is our most precious commodity. Talks like my cousin too. And he's on Donna's side. But you need to share your timeline, Vince. Share your timeline. And he's like, what if I don't have a timeline? See, I need you to stand on business with that, Vince. Say you don't have a timeline. Not what if I don't have a timeline? I don't know how the person will act after a hard argument after years. The cousin is like, yeah, but are you going to give it 5 years, 10 years? I mean, what's your limit? Vince still don't know. Vince thinks the brother is on his side, but the cousin is on Donna's side with the timeline. No, Vince. They're kind of trying to get you to think of it differently. And I'm sorry, you can't. What does she have to work with if you give her no time? Oh, it's just organic. Organic things do spoil and quicker. Okay, quicker. And there's some people you could probably ask Dom's parents who've been married for umpteen years that they still don't know everything about each other. They're still growing together. So this timeline of, oh, I need to know how you behave, and you're not going to know everything about the person. So Vince leaves, and the brother's like, you all got to both agree, or nothing is going to happen. Nothing can happen if you all aren't on the same page. And I agree with Donna's brother. And the cousin said, you need a counter offer. You need a counter offer. This can go on forever, and you're just waiting for him to figure it out. Donna said if Vince and her can't come to a compromise, she doesn't know what's next. I know what's next. You break up. How about that? That's next. If y'all can't come to a compromise, you break up. Y'all don't date each other. How about that? Maybe Vince needs to go to therapy. Maybe. Because this whole organic thing is telling me I don't want to commit. I don't want to be tied down. I don't really, I don't know if I want you. You see, the same thing could be applied to him. He doesn't know how she'll behave in an argument or different settings. She doesn't know how you will behave in different settings. Come on now. We don't know about you too, Vince. Okay? Unpopular opinion, I was fine with Vince not having a timeline. How long is this show? I'm not committing after a few weeks. Now, Chicago girl, we're not asking for marriage. With me, how I see Ready to Love is ready to date exclusively after the show. That's how I see Ready to Love. I don't know if any of the cast members who are here would like to also state how they view the show. I see it as Ready to Love and date exclusively after the show. It may not last or not, but you have to have a timeline. Okay? You have to have a timeline. Okay? If you're going to look at this, and again, as Donna says, she's 38, she wants to have kids, you are leaving this woman in while her clock is ticking loudly in limbo. Come on, that's not fair. You can say, hey, let's give ourselves 6 months and let's see where this leads. He mentioned being scared of getting married again. Of course he's scared of getting married again. Of course. Anybody would be scared of getting married again. We don't know how it ended. Vince keeps saying, I'm not ready for the same thing Donna wants. Oh, Rana, thank you so much for gifting memberships. Yes, welcome to the new members. We have got to thank Rana. Yes, thank you for gifting the memberships. I can't see who got who were gifted, but thank you all so much. Welcome in. Okay, welcome on in and being a L citizen or delegate. There are 2 levels. Okay, totally valid, but maybe not the most healthy to sit in that. I understand. Ready to reluctantly love. That is good. That's why you're single, girl. Chicago, we got to talk then. Then why am I married? Oh, Lauren, you got a gifted membership. Welcome on in. I don't behave very well. The member lives are only for grown folks, please. Okay. Those who are new members, it is only for grown folks. We talk real grown folk situation. Don't let little ears listen in. Okay. 5 weeks or less. If you go home, that's enough time to say exclusively date. Give it another real month since the process requires a recalibration. Oh, I love that. Ashadi said it well. Okay. De nada. Bienvenidos. I love it. Girl, Mondays at 8 p.m. we turn it up in the member live. Okay. Yes. Girl. You said it. There are 20 episodes of grown folk conversations that cannot be talked about out here in these streets. That's the member lives we have on Monday at 8 p.m. EST. Let the members tell you. Let the members tell them just a little bit. Okay. So Ashante, as we're talking grown folk stuff, Ashante came in dressed like grown folk. Okay. That dress, and it had a slit. She was poured into that dress. She looked good. Okay. Looked good. Now her mom and stepdad was there. Now we're having our first moment. Okay. Our first moment of you better ask El Cid. Now, what they told us, Ashante, is that your mama's name is Odessa. And Odessa translates to long journey or wrathful. Okay. She bring that wrath. Okay. So mama don't play. Ashante said she turned to Mama Bear in a heartbeat. She don't play. Ashante mama don't play. It's in her name. Okay. You're saying it's unreasonable to have a timeline with someone you met on a reality show and have not known several weeks. I would run from a man who wanted me to marry him in 3 months. I think we could exclusively date and we could come to a decision in 6 months is reasonable. He needs to say something. Ashante said, Mama lives up to her name. Okay, that is her name. Okay, Mama don't play. Steps dad says he gonna pray for these two men because Mama is ready. Mama is locked and loaded. It sounded like my grandparents. My granddaddy would sit back and just let my grandmother just go ham because she ready. Darius comes in and he said he feels strong about her. How? Why? How? When did that happen? Is it because you're not talking to Ashley as much? What we doing? Mom says that. Mom says what? When Darius reveals he's 41. Because Mama's like, that's closer to my age. Dad is asking, you here for a long time or a good time? Okay. What? Darius says Ashante is beautiful, but he loves deep down her heart, her soul, the things she believes in. Basically, a copy paste of what he told Ashley's brother. I'm sorry. Did y'all find it sound like copy paste? It sounded like copy paste to me. It sounded like copy paste, like what he told Ashley's brother. Okay. Then Darius says, Bella walks in and he sees a future with Shashante. How? Does Dom know you said that? Did Dom hear you say that? Houseway. Again, we gonna invoke Cardi a lot this live. Houseway. How? You see a future with Ashante. You've been seeing a future with Ashley. Bella says he's never been married, but he had a 1-year-old. And Mom's eyes bugs out. Mama, Ashante's mama, eyes bug out. Mama questions, and you ready? You ready right now? Bella tries to explain the gestational period of a pregnancy to a woman who is sitting there with her own grown child, who also has her own child. I said, Bella, you need to stop. I was having secondhand embarrassment for Bella. Said, oh, well, it's a year, but you also got the 9 months. And Mama sitting there looking at him like, really? You mansplaining a woman's body to me? Really? I was like, So Mama's asking all the pertinent questions. Co-parenting? Bella's like, there's no set schedule. It's new. Mama's like, wait a minute. Is it 14 months or new? It can't be both. 14 months or new. That's when I think Bello had to grab his inhaler. Okay. Bello had to grab his inhaler because he started sucking on that albuterol. We saw production had the camera on him. Production had the camera on him. And it's like, y'all could have, is this violating HIPAA? I hope we don't see his script. I hope we don't see his script. Okay. Right. What a thing to say to a woman who is a mother. How you going to tell this woman about what a woman goes through? Really? Really, Bello? So Ashante's like, yeah, we're not getting a straight answer. Bello, get your head in the game and stop embarrassing me in front of my parents. I was like, ooh, girl, why? I mean, it ain't like you're going to pick any one of them. I mean, really? Okay. Really? Why they put that in there? To show that he under pressure. Not the good kind. Not the good kind of pressure. He under pressure. He's sucking on that inhaler. Your stepdad clocked it immediately because Bella was not looking him in the eye when he was talking. That right there, for an old school gentleman like Dominique's dad and like your stepdad, Ashante, you not looking me in the eye, man to man, tells me you on that foolishness. Hey, Jess Rhonda 01, y'all, please check out her channel if you like the Married to Medicines, and she has coffee time in the morning. So please check out her channel. Yes, the hot seat. The seat's so hot he had to grab the medication. Okay, grab the medication. So Mom asking in 3 years, where do you see yourself? Darius says to find love and take it to another level. Okay, looking forward to having a family. And we ain't gonna add to it, but we gonna be the Brady Bunch. So he trying to just say, hey, I ain't trying to have no more kids. And neither is your daughter. We on the same page with that. But he said the Brady Bunch. I was like, okay. Bella says he's building 33 detached homes. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I put in my notes because I was writing all that down. He talks about property development. What about a relationship with Ashanti? Now, production, this is the little moments where I think maybe you had a hand in that. Maybe he tried to say something about, Ashanti and I should be this far along in a relationship, but y'all didn't want to hear that. It's kind of like when y'all cut Ashanti off when she said she likes to travel and y'all just have her say just Miami, like that's the only place she been. I'm wondering if y'all just did this to Bello, where he only talked about property, like if they're trying to buy a house on his development. I'm just saying. Okay, was he selling the house or was he selling the fact that he wants to be with her? Okay, was he doing that? I was talking to Darius on the way to the date when I told him my parents are coming. He left his furs and jewelry in the car. When we have no security, you left your furs and jewelry in the car. Y'all want a safe side. You want a safe side of town. Wonderful. I'm just saying that, hey, we just learned there's no security on set. So Bello he doesn't know how the mom feels about him. I can tell you, she don't like you. She think you're full of ish. I'm sorry, Miss Odessa, Mama. Okay, Mama. I'm sorry. She don't like you. Mama think you're full of ish, Bello. That's what she thinks. I'm sorry, Mama, for speaking for you, but that's what came across my TV screen. But the men leave, and Mama said something that resonates in my heart. Something that I love to hear. We need a shot over here. I need a shot. Bartender, I need a shot. Mama was after my own heart when she said that. Mama, you were right. We need a shot. Can we get a round? Right here? We need it. So they picked Darius over Bello, but Dad said Bello is more of a used car salesman. Mama says she's not sold on either of them. And Asante say, hey, they did not come off nearly as confident. That's because they can't pull the bull confidence in front of parents who can see past the foolishness. That's why they didn't seem confident. They're in front of people that are going to call them out. They can't. It's not all butterflies and rainbows. Your parents are sitting there with a world of knowledge and they have seen things. They know when people are trying to throw nonsense in their direction. And again, the dynamic seems like my grandfather will be quiet. He will be listening. He wouldn't say a word. He may chime in maybe 1 or 2 times, but if he don't say a word, he let my grandmother ask the questions. And he watching how you answering. And they're like a tag team. And that's what your parents look like, Ashanti, like a tag team. And he just listening and he watching and he analyzing all the body movements, including sucking on that inhaler. It's like, oh, you can't answer these questions now? What gonna happen? Okay. When they left, Mama said, okay, who else? I said, that's it. She said, we need a shot. It sent me, show us more men in the back. Hey, Mama know you're a hot commodity. Mama said, it can't be just 2. Can't be just 2 interested in my mother. It can't be just 2 interested in my daughter. Okay? Once my dad heard 3 mothers and a one-night stand in Miami, he checked out. It was quick. He said, yes, we can't play with the parents. We can't play the parents. Okay? And wait a minute. Why are the men showing up on these dates empty-handed? I'm sorry, Detroit. I'm gonna put y'all on blast for this. Why did these men show up with nothing in their hand at these dates with the parents? Y'all know the mama was going to be present. Y'all know a mother was going to be present. Nobody could pass by the grocery store and get some flowers wrapped up in some plastic. Y'all know mamas were going to be present. I didn't see, a clocked carte with the single roses wrapped up in plastic for everybody. I clocked that. But y'all showed up empty-handed? Or is it that production cut it out? Did production cut it out? Did production cut it out? Because these mamas who are supposed to be on your side, you want them to talk to their child, and you showed up empty-handed? Where are the gentlemen in Detroit? Okay, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. The only people I saw not empty-handed on dates, but those were other dates. Devon, with his ex-date, he brought a gift for everyone. And Carday, on those dates with the friends, he brought a whole bunch of flowers, singly wrapped, and he passed it out to everybody. And in the ex-date, he brought gifts. I saw boxes and bags. But we are here at the finish line. We are here meeting the parents. And we are empty-handed. We are empty-handed in front of parents. I don't care how many gifts you were getting all season. The one time you don't get sick of spending or bringing a gift is when you are meeting the parents. Even if you bring nothing for dad and you bring flowers to mom, dad will be happy. Oh, you remembered my wife. You remembered my wife. That's all well. Okay? You started off wrong with all these mothers showing up empty-handed. And I'm sorry, I can't remember. There's a lot of seasons. There's only a couple of seasons where the men showed up empty-handed, but I know they didn't show up empty-handed in Philly. I know they didn't show up empty-handed in Texas, because I remember Aries. I don't know if you're listening in the bushes. Aries, he brought flowers, even though she didn't end up with him, for every single lady. It was her mama, her auntie, and the cousin. Everybody got flowers. So I don't care. You are showing up to present yourself to her mother and the father. You don't come in empty-handed. I'm sorry. That's my one gripe with the man with Detroit. Even though I was, getting a Cartier with the single roses to everybody. Copy and paste, okay? Now, Ashanti said she was anxious about decision day and need to stand on business. Is stand on business a Detroit thing? I just don't know it. Is stand on business a whole Detroit slang? I don't know. I'm not from Detroit, okay? So, Ashanti is out there in front of, I guess it's a Union Station area. Those are usually very nice. They have functions and stuff there at Union Station. She's standing right there, okay? Okay? I don't know. Is that Detroit thing, stand on business? I don't know. But Bella walks up. Bella said Ashanti has so much charisma and is a strong connection, and we're all navigating multiple relationships. And he's standing in front of her, and he just ready to do his thing, and he not sure what he gonna say. Bella, full of crap. You know what you're gonna say? I'm going with Dominique. It's not you. It's Dominique. You know what you're gonna say. Stop trying to play in our face. You already knew. We know. I'm here ready to do my thing. What thing? Break up with her? That's all it is? What thing? That's all you're going to do. Grand Central Station. Okay, y'all call it Grand Central Station as well. Beautiful place. Yes. Again, DC is Union Station. Every place. There's a wonderful one. I think it is called Grand Central Station as well in Indianapolis. Absolutely beautiful one. Or it's called Union Station, Indianapolis. There's even a hotel there where the old train cars are hotel rooms. Absolutely beautiful place. Right. Excited to send me pack in is nuts. It is nuts. See there? Yeah, I'm ready to do my thing. Do what? Break up. That's it. Then Darius walks up. Now, Darius, I know you were playing. Because ain't no way, I'm a fashion designer as well. Ain't no way you showing up to claim a lady in jeans. Ain't no way you showing up to claim a lady in jeans. So I know you knew what was up. Okay, and y'all, again, I tell y'all I am not the fashion girly. I do not know the fashion. What is the patchwork on the leather? I don't know. But I did clock you, Ashanti. Say, oh, what animal is this? Girl, I wanted to pass out. My husband was like, why are you laughing so hard? I said she did not have to ask him, what animal is this? Did y'all peep that? Ashanti said, what animal is this? Because we couldn't figure it out. It patched. And if she can't figure it out, at least she asked for us. And I heard Darius say, a little chinchilla. Okay? A little chinchilla. Okay? Yes, I'm saying, yeah, there's a hotel right there. And if you go in April, there used to be a fabulous strawberry festival in April in Indianapolis, but it's right there at the Union Station, and it's wonderful. I stayed in the Ringling Brothers train car where the whole place was like the inside of a circus tent. Intrusive, yeah, girl. We all wanted to know. Here come Quay. Quay, I know you have the migraine. It looked like German Shepherd with the mange. Oh no. No, it kind of looked like it was skid. Like when I have known people who have had accidents on motorcycles, when it's healing, it looked, like scab. It did look like scab. I don't say mange, it looked like scab. But it was like, I heard it. The microphone is always on. What animal is that? He's like, a little chinchilla, a little chinchilla. Oh yeah. I was like, that is not why Ashanti's asking you. She's asking you for our benefit. And I'm glad she asked, okay? Ashanti said, hey, Bello, we had a late start, okay, but a strong start. We have the same mindset. We're well traveled, Miami. And I love his energy. Okay, Ashanti. At least you're selling it to us better than Bello trying to sell it. Okay. Darius. Okay. She was worried about, got to know the real Darius, appreciated the conversations, the prayers, the empowerment, the uplifting, sit on the phone for hours and just joking. Okay. You're selling it a little bit better than Bello. But we already knew. We clocked it last week. Okay. We clocked it before it happened. We clocked it. Okay. She says today she decides to pick neither man. She felt like a placeholder connection. If y'all watch us do the super panel on Little Black Book 91, he has said placeholder a lot of times before now. And months before, of course, this was filmed months before. Now here she says, I felt like a placeholder connection. Daggone it. We said that about Devin a lot of times. That Devin was just a placeholder. Okay? Those are my dogs. Okay. Okay. What the heck is Darius saying for hours? Remember, the lady said that he say, grand rising and has a whole lot of scripture to talk about. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Darius, as a fashion designer as well, there's a lot to talk about with Darius. Darius is a conversational person. I mean, if he ain't talking about communication the whole time, I'm sure you can talk a lot of things with Darius. Darius has a life well lived. I would like to have conversations with Darius, like, how in your 20s did you have owner of a strip club? How did there's a lot of little pieces of that Darius has said on the show that I'd like to get, fill in the gaps. I know, Rana, I have that clip for you. I keep forgetting to upload it. A fashion designer as well. I keep forgetting. Okay. We're not going to call him a fashion. He calls himself a fashion designer as well. Yes, thank you. Please hit the like button one good time. Thank you for sticking with us. Please hit that like button. Thank you, Reality is Life. And y'all, Reality is Life and we are doing Married at First Sight Australia when it comes out on February 2nd. It happens like 3 or 4 days a week, but we're just going to have weekly lives about it on Sundays. Okay. So look for that the second weekend in February. And tonight at like 7:30, I'm going to cover the cast of Love is Blind Ohio that just came out. Okay. So when Ashanti says she wishes them the best, and she's had a lot of growth here. Okay. She's learned a lot. I guess she's faced some fears and she's overcome it. Okay. Darius says, hey, if he got to know her earlier, maybe it would be a different choice because he and Bello have other stronger connections. At least Darius ain't lying to me. At least Darius is not lying to me, trying to say, oh, what could have been? I'm here to do my thing. No, Darius is like, hey, understand it. We have other connections. Ashanti said, no, Darius also said a lot of brothers missed out on that one. That was also a true statement by Darius, okay? While she's walking away and they're admiring her walk away, he said a lot of brothers missed out on that one. He didn't lie. He did not lie. But you know what? Y'all ain't at her caliber. I can't speak for her, but what we saw on the show, none of y'all. Okay, okay. So Ashante says she came ready to love and leaving still ready to love. Okay, choosing herself. Choosing herself. I don't know. Have we ever had a tag team, this like this, where you tell two people? I'm appreciative that she was able to tell those two men bye rather than her being broken up with by each of them. I appreciated that production. Okay. Okay. Give the lady the choice for her to say bye to the both of them. Okay. You got thank you, Ashante. Thank you. Gotta love El Cid. Well, we're gonna have our better ask El Cid moment coming up because we have decisions to make. And we see Vince and Donna. Vince is walking with flowers in the forest. Vince is walking with flowers in the forest. Now, it does look like Vince is wearing Bello's bright pink suit. I'm sorry. It does look like Vince is wearing Bella's bright pink suit, but again, the men are built differently. It couldn't possibly be the same suit, but I felt like I've seen that pink suit before. But okay, let's keep it going. Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race, yes. It was red. It looked bright pink. It looked like hot pink to me. Donna was the only one there. Donna, tell us what color Vince's suit was, please. Because it looked like, okay, here's Life is Reality. Tell me burgundy. Burgundy. Okay. Burgundy. I don't know. It looked hot pink to me. It looked like Bella's hot pink suit. But that's just me. Maybe my TV resolution isn't that great. Okay. Vince said he has concerns about Donna and her timeline. And he's only going to move at his pace. Now, Vince, Donna does walk up. Now, Donna, lovely dress. You're showing the legs again, girl. Okay. As a dancer, I understand. She was a dance teacher, dance coach. I understand. Looking good. Just the ribbon from your updo, okay? The ribbon from your updo going all the way down to the shoe. It was distracting, okay? It was distracting. But that's just me. You ain't there to dress for me. You there to dress for Vince. And if Vince like it, gots to love it, okay? Now, Vince brought her favorite flowers, but he can't pronounce it. He can't say it. Production, I'm gonna need that footage of Vince in the store asking the flower shop clerk. He liked to have ginger. I'd love to get footage of Vince in there. He can't say the flower. I'd love to hear him asking the clerk, I came for some high ginger. That's all the footage I need. That's the blooper I need. Okay, that's the blooper. But Donna does correct him, and she lets him know it's hydrangea. Okay, now this is where we have our first. You better ask El Cid.
You better ask El Cid. You better ask El Cid.
I had to wonder, Donna, why hydrangeas? Why not roses? Everybody wants roses. So I had to go look it up. What is the meaning behind hydrangeas? What is the meaning behind them? But hydrangeas, if we're going, hey, this is where we're going to. You better ask El Cid. This is where we go. We're going to learn something today. Okay? You're going to learn something today. Hydrangea flowers generally symbolize heartfelt emotions, gratitude, and heartfelt apology, often associated with abundance due to their lush, clustered blooms. Derived from the Greek term for water and jar, a hint to their high water requirements, they represent, depending on color, deep love, forgiveness, or prosperity. In Japanese culture, it symbolizes heartfelt emotion, gratitude, and in a famous legend, an emperor apologized to his beloved with these flowers. Pink means love, sincerity, heartfelt emotions, and romance. Blue, regret, apology, forgiveness, and gratitude. White, purity, grace, abundance, and sometimes vanity or boasting. Purple is deep understanding, royalty, abundance, and wealth. Green is renewal, prosperity, and good fortune. That is our segment. You better ask El Cid.
You better ask LC it. You better ask LC it.
That's the second you better ask Gail Sid. Thank you, Lauren, for that one. Okay? 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 Thank you, Lauren, for that one. He had all the colors in her bouquet. All the colors. He didn't want to mess up Quay. He had all the colors. He didn't want to mess up. So I was like, interesting. I said, because again, Donna gonna make you think. Donna gonna make you think. And I was like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Donna? Hey, Letitia, glad to have you here. You are a member. Welcome to being an L citizen. You know, we got to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let the birds jiggle. Let the birds jiggle. I'm sorry, y'all. I just love the birds. You've never seen green hydrangea? Yes, my neighbor down the street has it. And it's best for you to not have it in direct sunlight. If you have it on like your south facing wall, you know, it gets some sun, but not a whole lot. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Donna was dressed like she was going to an event for a teenager. Maybe she borrowed her niece's dress. No, Donna was y'all ain't peeped Donna. I'm sorry, Donna. I peeped it. Okay. After she told him how to say it correctly, Vince said from the first mixer, you did that gaze into my eyes thing that you're doing right now. Donna is looking at Vince right in his eyes. Okay. You know, like Bambi, like all innocent. Okay. She's looking right at him and Vince could not hold her gaze. I noticed that. Vince could not hold her gaze. And Donna was looking straight at him. If you gonna break up with me or whatever you gonna say, you're gonna do it right to my face. But Vince goes on to say, we had our differences. The timeline is a little scary for him. Okay. And if you would allow this experience to be organic, we'll just see where it goes from here. And I choose you in the process. In the process of what? And what are we doing after this process? Do you not choose me? What are we doing? How are we saying this? I choose you in the process. So after the process is done, after we unmiked, I don't choose you. I didn't like the word. I didn't like the verbiage. But you know what? It ain't me he trying to convince. It's Donna. Now, we ain't going back and forth like the show did. We're going to cover Vince and Donna in its entirety. Donna said, the best thing you did for me was be honest and transparent. Well, you know what? She's right. Vince ain't lied to her. Okay. Not that we saw. Okay. But Vince is giving her strong eye contact now. Vince is standing there like he ready to take on bad news. You know, when people just stand up like, okay, let me just hear this out. Let me just get through this. Okay. She said, we had our moments of not having clarity. Okay. Feel he was, you know, he has given her physical, mental, and emotional safety. Okay. Y'all, Donna is telling us this is what she felt. We ain't seen it, but this is what she felt. That ain't no slight. We ain't seen it. Okay. We ain't seen it. But okay. Even when they were not on the same page, a willingness to communicate shows that it's worth giving it a chance. And I also choose you. And then what does Vin say? Bring it on in. Bring it on in. Now listen to me. If you are my, you know, if my husband come to me and say, bring it on in, we are not on a basketball court. We're not on a basketball court. I ain't your bro. Bring it on in. No. This is not the huddle. No. It was no romance. It was a big old hug. It's like you're sniffing the perfume at her neck. And that was about it. And then just the awkwardness of holding hands. Oh, child. First of all, she's not on your basketball crew. That's in my notes. This is not the basketball crew. I did not feel any kind of romance, but it ain't for me to feel. Okay. Donna says she has felt, you know, protective. He has been honest and transparent. I got to take it from her. Okay. I got to take it from her. You think Vince is not sincere? Girl, I got to take what Donna said. Yes, Donna was real coyish style. Yes, she was. Okay. Hey, Caseyville. Good to see you. Good to have you here. I think this is your first time commenting with us. Vince is the oldest person this season, given all the conditions on him choosing her. Is he? I thought Darius was older than Vince. Is that T? I thought Darius was older than Vince. But he too grown for all this. He too grown for let's see. Let's be organic. Now, Vince's confessional, he says, Donna is an amazing woman. Not saying we're going to be married in 3 months, but we really can get somewhere. Ecstatic about the whole situation, and he is happy. Okay? Then Vince is asking, you want to go get something to eat? It's like, you want to get on out of here? I don't know where we're going. She's like, hold my hand. He's like, I'm trying to hold your hand. Y'all, it felt like middle school. I'm sorry. It felt like middle school. Okay. But y'all gonna get it right. Okay. Y'all gonna get it right. If we're on the last day, have y'all not been holding hands? That is so awkward. Have we not been holding hands? What are we doing? I'm sorry. I need a little bit of romance. Donna says in her confessional, today was the right decision. Going to take it one day at a time, one subject at a time. She's talking about them debates. One debate at a time. And Vince is skipping away while holding her hand. And that, you know why Donna ain't skipping? Because she in heels. Okay? I wouldn't be skipping either. And yes, Ashanti, that was my next thing in the notes. Where did y'all go eat at, Vince? Where'd y'all go eat at? Did y'all go eat at Chris's restaurant? Okay? Did y'all go eat at Chris's restaurant? Because Chris has several in Detroit. That's what he told us. Where'd y'all go eat at? Okay? And did y'all go to eat dressed like that? Okay? You know, did y'all go eat in the suit and the dress? Where to go eat? And how are we dressed? That's what I want to know. Was it, what time of day was it? Where did we go? That's what I want to know. Okay? Did we have time to change? Or we out in Detroit in this cold with our legs and whole, you know, the whole shoulders and décolletage out? I mean, what, you know, I need to know. I would like to know. Not that I need to know. Now, next up, we're going to see Bello and Dom on the rooftop. Not you. Not they went to Bravo's restaurant. Oh, Bravo, who is on Love and Marriage Detroit. Bravo's restaurant. A good one, just Rhonda, okay? Good one. The whole thing with Donna and Vince was almost cringe to watch. Single ministry on Kojak show more passion than they displayed. We made it to the bridge. Do we really need to be in love? We made it to the bridge. We picked each other. Does it have to last more than 20 minutes? Does it have to last more than 20 minutes? No, I didn't say Vince is the oldest. Someone was saying that Vince is the oldest. Maybe it was a typo that he too grown for this. Okay. Yes, I have seen Bello and I've seen his Beijing line and I've seen him when it's wiped off. Okay. So I've seen Bello. So Bello and Dom on the rooftop. Y'all know you're wrong for picking that location. Dom's here is whipping in the wind. Production, y'all should have changed locations. I'm sorry. This was not flattering to either one of them. Okay. Okay. Bello, I'm sorry, I can't unsee the shoes. And because I'm doing RuPaul's Drag Race, the shoes matter. Okay. It looked like, you know, back in the day, the Isotona shoes. I'm sorry. That's what it was looking like. Okay. But Bello and Dom on the rooftop. Bello says it's difficult managing expectations, but he's ready to make a decision. Bello, you done made a decision at the retreat. I'm sorry. Stop trying to feed me this bull. Okay? Stop trying to feed me. Now you're ready to make a decision. You done made one. Dom says she's ready to tell him how she feels. Now that's the truth. Because Dom already knows. He probably already know, Dom. You've been telling him. Bello said from the first mixer, we had an undeniable connection. You are beautiful inside and out. Enjoy our conversations and connection. I think it's clear from the beginning that I choose you. So what was all this running around with other people, Bello? If you chose her from the beginning, why? Why? Okay. Okay. Why were we playing around with everybody? If you chose her from the beginning, why were we playing? Why was it difficult to let Lauren go? Why is it difficult for Ashanti to break up with you if you had chosen Dom from the beginning? Come on now. You're not selling it to me as much as I need it to be sold. I am not buying the water in this desert. Okay. Dom said, when she walked into the museum, the first mixer, God whispered to her that her man was there. He was the first person she met, Bello, and couldn't take her eyes off of him. Was it the Beijing hairline? I don't know what made you can't take your eyes off of him. I need more detail, because all I'm seeing, you couldn't take your eyes off of him, was you couldn't believe a man came in here dating these women and he got a Beijing hairline. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is that you couldn't take your eyes off of. And God whispered your man was here. He didn't whisper your husband. A man for how long? For how long? Okay. But she felt real, it was real magnetic and felt like home. She's been waiting for this moment her whole life to meet a person who sees her. She says, I chose you from day one. And today I choose you too. They hug. Dom says, my man, my man, my man. They do duck lip kiss, okay? They do kiss. They kiss again and again, and I don't know. It felt like we made it to the bridge. We might as well. It didn't. But then you know what? I'm not supposed to feel it through the camera. It's the lens. It's the lens's fault. I'm not supposed to feel it through the camera, okay? I'm not supposed to feel it through the camera. I wasn't feeling it. Okay. Okay. Bello was not selling it. Dom was selling it better than Bello, but it felt like, Lauren, I'm gonna take your line. The energy shifted. The energy shifted, because it seemed like at one point Dom had the real high energy. Now it felt Bello was chasing Dom. Now I feel like Dominique was chasing Bello. The energy shifted between them. Okay. Maybe that's why you felt it too. Okay. So Bello said he found someone who feels right and has been his best friend in the process. And this is just the beginning of their journey. The anniversary starts today. So that's your best friend in the process. So is it not your best friend outside? Okay. And this is the beginning of your journey? Okay. Dom says she's the happiest girl in the world. And Bella's like, from here, we build what? The 33 properties on that, real estate location? Is that what we building? The community that you told Ashante's parents about? Is that what we building? But Dom says she's ready to build. And in Dom's confessional, she says she wasn't expecting for this to happen. Could not help herself, and he could not either. I think it was more the kissing, because they went on kissing a little bit deeper, messing up that good old lipstick. Okay. Dom said there's no limit in what we're going to do with each other. Look at me now. I got love. Okay. Is that what we calling it? Okay. Right? More like it's Gossip Buddy. Well, Ashante said Gossip Girls earlier. So let's get to Darius and Ashley. Same spot that Ashante was at. So I guess we covered it. We're going to use this spot again. Not even around the corner. Not even at a different angle to make us feel like we at a different location. Okay? Okay? Okay. All right. Darius said he's nervous because he and Ashley has not always been on the best of terms. And he saw, when he saw her, he was like, damn, Ashley, you looked good. Okay. You looked fabulous. And I know you wore that fur. Darius brought out the gorilla again. He brought out the gorilla. Okay. The gorilla coat. I wonder if that was just sitting in the back of the car. Okay. Ashley said she's also nervous because they've been on rocky terms. Okay. She says, she might have to choose herself no matter how he gonna feel. Darius is talking about her soul. He enjoys talking about her soul, emotions that she pulled out of him early. Didn't know he could feel like this about a woman. Darius, you've had no other loves of your life previous to this? But they have prayed together and asked God to show them if they are aligned. And he said, I choose you. Y'all, again, God is being pulled up into this business of ready to love. I don't know if he in between and betwixt, if he's in the midst. I don't know. Terry said no, Ashley says, I do want to choose you, but I have concerns. This is the time to bring it up, Ashley. She says, everything is always correction. Always already correcting and not allowing me to show who I truly am. I said, this is the time. Let it out, Ashley. Let it out. If you're watching it live with me, y'all know I was like, girl, tell him. Just tell him. She's like, this means you don't like certain parts of me. Now, Darius is looking past her in this scene, like over her shoulder. I don't know if he's distracted or if he's expecting her to say no. As she says, I don't want to backslide. I don't want to feel like I'm stepping out of character with all the work and therapy done and the spiritual warfare classes. And she is crying. Now, that is what piqued me up. She's done a lot of work on herself, a lot of therapy, because she mentioned it with Bello, and the spiritual warfare classes. And you crying, girl, there's only one answer. You need to walk away. Love should not be making you feel like this. That is the only thing. Yes, her whole body was backing away, yet she ignored her physical self. Ashley did all that crying over a dude she knew wasn't for her. We made it to the end. That's what it is. We made it to the end. This whole scene was so sad to me. She has abandoned herself completely. Darius was praying that she would not embarrass him on national TV. Because what? He's a fashion designer as well. Okay. So with her not wanting to backslide, she's like, I don't want to fall back into it. Things that she's worked on, she feels like she's making the wrong decision. She doesn't want to feel like she's making the wrong decision. Don't want to feel that way. And I'm like, girl, don't want to feel like, he doesn't have her back and she's not enough. I said, girl, just tell him no. Just tell him no. You know how I feel around here about butterflies. Yes, it is a trauma response. It is a warning to tell you to run. Butterflies do not mean stay here. Okay? Do not mean stay here. That's not what butterflies mean. Butterflies mean it's time to go. It's your adrenaline kicking in for you to run. But anyway, let's get back. Darius says, this is a real genuine situation with all her emotions. All her emotions. This is real life. And this made him emotional too. We didn't get to see it. I'm going to assume it's production. Okay. He said he didn't come here to play about her. He said, you're an amazing woman and I honor you. I respect you. I don't want you to feel bad about anything. This was clean up on aisle 2. Clean up on aisle 2. He sees her for who she is as a woman, a business owner, and soon to be wife. You didn't say soon to be my wife. Okay. Somebody's wife. You didn't say my wife. And that's where she kind of perked up and smiled because that's what she wants to hear. You would love to get to know her a lot more. And maybe we can create our own journey. And I think that is where Darius got her. We're going to create our own journey. We ain't going to do things the way other people want us to do them. I said, daggone it. And y'all heard me. If you were watching it live with me, I said, she going to say yes. That's when I said, she going to say yes. She said, there are way more good qualities where she cannot let it go unnoticed. And so I choose you. I said it right before she said it. I choose you. She chose him. He's like, we're going to do our own journey. And if you have been listening to Ashley, that we have seen the edited, produced show, Ashley has been a woman to pave her own way in this world. She is a business owner, entrepreneur. She has done things her way and been successful. And I think when he said that, we're going to do our own journey. I said, daggone it, he got her. He got her to say yes. He got her to say yes. Darius is used to running game. Continues to tell Ashley what she wants to hear. Meanwhile, she's ignoring what she's seen and experienced. Right. She turned into silly putty. She did. She folded. She said, I choose you too. Darius said he's ready to love Ashley because they are emotionally connected. He's looking forward to get to know her further and see if they can take things to the next level. But here's one thing. Ashley does ask him if he wants to have lipstick, when, they're kissing. He's like, I don't care. Now, ladies, that's when you know a man cares. He don't give a daggone at what kind of lipstick you wearing. He'll wear it too. You know that man is into you. He don't care what kind of lipstick you wearing. He will wear it too to get that kiss. Okay? He will wear it too. He don't care about wearing your lipstick on his lips too. Darius is like, lay some sugar on me. Come on. I don't care about that lipstick. You know he cared. At least that part. Okay? That part. In Ashley's confession, she said, we're not on cloud 9, we're on cloud 12. Thing about clouds is they cause rain too, ma'am. Okay? And clouds do come to the surface. Okay? She says, we will work and build a bond. They had hiccups on the road, but what couple doesn't have problems? What are small things to a giant? I said, ooh, where we pick that up from? Where'd that come from, Ashley? What are small things to a giant? Darius tells us that he got bit by the love bug called Cupid. And Ashley said, we're able to walk up into the sunset and love every bit of this journey. And she's ready to love Darius. And we hear the I'm ready to love. Are we going to make it to the reunion? Are we going to make it to the reunion? Now, y'all listening to me, y'all going to think that I don't believe in love. I am a married woman. I do believe in love, but it's the journey to get there. It's the journey you take to get there that I don't quite believe these matches are going to last. It's the journey. And while this is not the typical way you date, your personality is going to come out. Now, I'm not saying that people can't have good relationships after. We have seen other seasons where cast members have gone on to date after the fact and have, become engaged to another cast member. I just don't need another situation where you're sitting next to the woman you ended the show with and she has no idea that you move into the other couch to sit next to another woman. I don't need that again. Okay? I do not need that in my life again. I don't need anyone embarrassed in that way. Okay? But I have a suspicion. I have no fact. This is all fiction. Just like the book club that I put out there, all those pictures in my posts where I signed everybody a book. This is all fiction. I believe some people in the cast after the show have gone on to date each other. Whether they dated a long time or a short time, I don't know. But I have a suspicion that some people have spun the block on some folks. A nagging suspicion. I don't know. No proof at all that this ever occurred. But I have a nagging suspicion that some folks that date, that is not against the rules. All these people here are single. All these people on this show are single people. Let's get that straight. Let's get that right off the bat. Until you have claimed that you are ready to love, until you claim you have been ready to love, like, at this time, Bello and Dom are together. At this time, Darius and Ashley are together. At this time, Vince and Donna are together. Those are 3 relationships that they are solidified that they are exclusive. Now, prediction. As wild as it may sound, I could see Donna and Vince still together. As wild as it sounds, I could see it. But I don't know. Donna says she Miss Investigator. I need to see Donna's investigative reporting after the show to see if she really gonna be still with Vince. I don't know. Vince used to be Detroit Police Department. So maybe he got, clean record, but Donna ain't just looking for clean record. Donna looking at below the surface. She ain't looking for what everybody else looking for. She's looking to see what Uncle Sam may see. She's looking to see some other stuff. Okay. And very interesting that Vince put out his reading list and it did not include the book Donna gave him. I said it. And I said it to Vince too. Okay. I see your reading list, but I don't see the book that Donna gave you. Is it not on the list? Where is it? Okay? Is it not on the list? But also, I can see them trying, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Debates sometimes get tiring. I don't know. Now, we seen the reviews, Bello and Dominique ain't together. Now, as far as Ashley and Darius, I don't know. I don't think nobody together. I just saying I do believe in love, but I don't think none of them together. Quite frankly, I don't think anybody is together. Now, if they're together, happy for them, wish them well, stick with your partner, find your own journey to love, whatever that may be. It may lead to marriage, it may not. Find your own journey to love in whatever capacity you find it. I don't think none of them together. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Good to have you here. I don't think none of them together. But I do think other cast members have dated each other. I think people have looked at like, wait a minute, I didn't notice you like that on when we were on set. Would you mind going out? Now I do need to y'all are going to address it. And I saw it. I saw the clips for it. I hoping it does relate to Nicole. I hope Nicole has woken up. I hope Nicole has woken up and she is, she is flying free. I hope she's flying free. Yes, I do know Ashley is denouncing Darius in the Facebook group. I know. I know. I know. Yeah, I could see Donna and Vince together as well. Ashley put in a post that tried to delete it that suggested she and Darius are not together. From the clip of the reunion, Dom and Bella don't appear to be there. Yeah. I could see, but I don't know. I need to see Donna's. I don't even need to see Donna's report because remember, Donna said she investigates. Donna going to investigate in Vince. I am sure of it. She said she going whatever you trying, she gonna find it. She told us that when she was introduced to us. I don't need to see Donna's report on Vince. I just need to see her facial reaction when she reads it. That's all I need. I need to see Donna's face when she's reading the report. I need to watch Donna's face and see, ooh, is she doing the little squinting of the nose that Lauren did on her last date with Vince? Is she doing that? I need to see Donna's reaction to the report. Now, who I am interested in seeing, y'all know how I feel on the reunion. I need to see Chris. I need to see Xavier. I think y'all did Xavier wrong. Mr. Old Fashioned, ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all need to apologize to Xavier, in my opinion. Okay? He being a gentleman. But, I do like his petty side. He did say he petty. So I like petty too. So y'all need to apologize to Xavier. Okay? I am excited to see Chris, Xavier. And y'all know, Quay said, Xavier, if you're listening, Quay said she would have dated you, okay? If you are still single, okay? And y'all know how I feel about my girl Emily. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can call me whatever you want to call me. Y'all know how I felt about Emily, okay? Emily, I don't know Emily, but Emily's my girl. I commiserate a lot with Emily. Someone said they only counted 9 people. I think Diamond was missing from the reunion. I did not see Diamond in the reunion footage. That I did not see. I did not see Diamond. And for y'all, I know it's been a long journey. Okay. Here are all the people that were on the cast. As we saw, Dominique and Bello chose each other. Ashanti chose herself. Ashley chose Darius, and Vince and Donna chose each other. Okay. But this is the whole cast. This is Xavier talking about. Somebody talked about Diamond. Sorry. Diamond is over here. Okay. And this is my Emily, Chris. Hey, I don't know. Somebody could be missing. We heard Carday is supposed to be talking about if it was edited correctly. Carday is talking about who he wish he could date or wish he could, get a connection with. There's nothing wrong with that. They're all single. All these people are single except for the ones who chose each other as of those dates. But those whose name are in black did not make it to the bridge. Okay. They did not make it to the bridge. And I don't know. Yeah, I may have them in the order of disappearance. I'm sorry. I mean, not intentionally. If they are in the order of disappearance, no, they are not. They're not. They're not, because Xavier did not outlast Christina. Xavier did not outlast Christina. So it's not in the order of disappearance. But everyone whose name is in black, they did not make it to the bridge. Okay? Okay? Right, I like Diamond. I want her to come to the reunion in a beautiful dress to make up for the time on the show. Yes. Also, I need to know from Diamond what makes her on the do not date list in Detroit. What I need to know that do not date list. How did she get on there? Who nominated her for that list? Who is keeping up with the do not date list in Detroit? I need the gentlemen who are keeping that up. Okay, I need the people who are keeping that up. I need them to tell us what's happening. Season had a lot of memorable moments. Yes, a lot of mixers and group dates. There were not that many one-on-one dates. I didn't like it. Hussein and Rose, I mean, Bello and Tom reunion preview looks interesting. Can't wait to see exactly Hussein. And we, again, y'all, we're watching the reunion live here. I open up the live at 7:45 and we gets to going. You watch it on your TV. I watch it on mine and we get to kiki in and we have the comments open. Yes, we like Diamond. We like Diamond. She said, Quay, she said she's on the do not date list in Detroit. When we first met Diamond, that's what she said in her opening monologue. She thinks there's a do not date list in Detroit and she's on it. We need an explanation. Okay. But Xavier gave me Xavier here when he and Diamond was talking. She's like, yeah, things are going on here. Let me get your number just in case, we end up, not being on the next episode. And Xavier did not ask for her number. Xavier was not interested at all. And then remember, I didn't like how Dominique tried to clown Xavier by ordering him an old fashioned, calling him old man. Okay? Calling him old man. Yeah, she's a real class act, real wifey vibes. But here's the thing. I think Diamond, being the lawyer that she is, that's why she on the do not date list, because she could find out stuff. She investigated like Donna. Okay? Hopefully they do something for Richie. Maybe a rest in peace. Yeah, hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. Okay? I think you would be very bored with Xavier. You might be too much for him, Quay. No, she ain't gonna be too much. Y'all didn't see the clip of Xavier saying, you better come with some because I'm petty too. It better be good. Xavier ain't as docile as y'all make him seem. Okay? Yeah, she's an attorney and people can't hide from her. Xavier ain't as docile as y'all want to make him seem. Just like the way I was telling y'all, be careful. Shannon ain't as docile as y'all may be thinking. And here we are today. I kept telling y'all Shannon ain't as innocent. Don't let the pearls fool you. Don't get what's that? Don't let that fool you. I told y'all. But y'all know she's so sweet. And then when Mercedes came as her bestie, I said, yeah, Mercedes and Shannon, they besties. They besties. So if a pop-off is needed, it can happen. That's what I knew. And we were seeing it in the ladies' lounge, a little bit here and there. But that first mixer, wasn't Shannon the one that said, I don't care how many mixers, Cartier ain't going to get it right. And I was like, ooh. Yeah, Shannon had some one-liners in there in the ladies' lounge. I was like, yeah, ain't as sweet as pie as y'all seem to think. Okay? Ain't as sweet as pie, but she's my type of girl though. Don't think Shannon ain't my type of girl now. Don't think Shannon ain't my type of girl. Get a little rowdy. Again, I like Shannon. I think it's misdirected. One thing I need Shannon to come to the front of the class and explain why she let them have that room when she claimed it first. Ray to Love was going to get you a ride home, Shannon. You did not need to let Dom and Bello have that room. Do not. She jumped out of character when she was picked not to stay. Was it out of character or was it her character? Is it really out of character? Really? Was it out of character? But yeah, that y'all know who I want to see. Chris, Xavier, Emily. Yay. Sorry, Lauren and Ashanti. Yes, y'all too. Okay. Sorry. Vince and Christina. Yes. Okay, I know I had a back and forth with some of y'all in the comments. The way, Christina told Vince that, hey, you're a man I am not interested in. You seem to have a lot of questions. Basically, this don't pertain to you. Why are you questioning me? Oh, I need to watch that whole scene. I need to watch that whole scene. Okay? Quay said she's ready for the fashion. I told you the ladies are plucked and tucked. The ladies came with it. They came to slay and they left no one. No one. Basically, the lady said, I'm going to hand out inhalers. Bellows inhaler was passed around because the ladies came and served, took everybody breath away. But some of the men's is, yeah, no. Okay. Laura said, listen, I'm a total catch. F these edits. You can say that on the member live. Okay. You can say that on the member live. Should we click cast video for Ohio? Will it merge with it? Will not merge with this live. It is at 7:30. I am covering the cast of Love is Blind Ohio. It will just be another live at 7:30. Yes, it's a 30-minute alert. So y'all, this has been fun and wonderful this evening. Make sure you hit that like button one good time. We will be here again next week, Tuesday, to cover what we missed on the reunion. But Friday, 7:45 EST, this live will be open. You will see the link. You'll be notified of live. As long as you're subscribed, you'll be notified, and we could kiki together while we watch it. And we figure out who is missing. But again, we wish them well up until Friday. We're going to find out if they're still together. But Dominic and Bello picked each other as of last Friday. Ashley and Darius picked each other. Whole lot of crying. And Donna and Vince picked each other. And we learned today about hydrangeas and why those flowers may have particular meaning to Donna. Why hydrangeas instead of roses? So ladies, maybe next time, send them in the store and say, give me a bouquet of hydrangeas instead of roses. Okay? But thank you all so much for being here. And guess what? I will see you on the next one.